Hello, welcome to Luna Midnight Designs. Here is my concept art for this project, a cyber cat with a TV for a head, and for this I'll be using a Draculaura body. So, let's get started. Time to cut off some toes. And after that I sand them down even more, so there are no more toes. I then use epoxy clay to add the cyber enhancements. I take it slow and make sure everything is smooth and the right shape. I am sanding each section and layer as I go. After the foot is done, I use air dry clay to fill in the bulk of her leg. Don't want the legs to be too heavy. After the air dry clay has hardened, I use more epoxy to create the shape and smaller details on the legs. I give the arms and hands the same treatment with the epoxy and air dry clay. I then take a Monster High cat tail and turn it into a USB cord tail. Next is to paint all the modifications I just added to the body. I do change out the gray for a white instead because I felt the gray was a little too dark. But I am using a lot of bright colors. I am aiming for like a cyber look, but retro at the same time. This is also my first time doing a custom like this, so I hope I paint her the way I'm wanting to and it fits with the themes. I give her legs a similar paint job to the hands, but a few more details. I add gray to the corner and creases to act as shadows. I then use gray to add details of seam lines in the metal parts and screws to make it look more machine-like as well. I add darker shades of the colors for shadows and use the lighter shades as highlights and white to make it seem like it has a gleam. I want to make this yellow the main secondary color. I just really like how it contrasts with the white and the gray. The neon pink is meant to act like neon light coming from the parts since I don't know how to do electronics. I also love seeing how the paint really adds to the sculpted pieces and brings out even more details, and it turns something simple into something more. Since the tail is so small, there weren't so many details to paint on, but I still added some so it fits with the rest of the doll. It's times like this I wish I had a resin printer or even a 3D printer. Would make my life so much easier, but I don't have either of those things, so I cut out the pieces I need for the TV out of cardboard. After they are all cut out, I glue them together. I also made a base with a neck piece so that the TV can still turn and be posable on the doll. I then strengthened the corners with epoxy clay because I don't want it falling apart. After that is cured, I use air dry clay to add more details and smooth out the corners. Next comes the fun part, painting the details. I kind of winged it for this, but I did my best so it matched the legs and the arms. Now, since I can't give her a real TV screen because I don't know how, I have improvised. I use clear plastic and paint on a music player screen, then next a cat face with no eyes. I then paint an image for the main screen and glue all the pieces inside of the TV. And well, it's not too bad. I really like how it turned out. I mean, it is hard to see the music player details, but I still like it. Next are her big ass headphones, cause she is listening to music. Again, wishing for that resin printer. So using my trusty cardboard, I make the base shapes of the headphones and of course add her cat ears. Next, one layer or section at a time, I add both clay and epoxy to give the headphones details, and then just repeat to the other side. Once all the clay is dry and cured, I get to painting again. I do my best to match them to the rest of the cyber parts. Oh, I will mention I add gloss to each of the painted pieces. I really want it to be shiny. Oh, and I forgot to show the headphones when I finished painting them, so here's a photo. Well, you'll see them later anyway. Outfit is simple. I first dye white fabric gray and then add stockings to her legs and arms. For her dress, it's stretchy white fabric turned into this weird necked dress. I then add the cyber details from my sketch using Paint, and I take it slow. And with that, she is done! And here is the final doll, my TV head cyber cat. She sits high in the sky, looking down at all the people. She listens to the life of the big city. She looks to all the neon lights and signs. She listens to the noises, trying to find her own sound in the chaos. She is always watching, always listening, looking to create music with the sounds and noises of the city that never sleeps. She is so cool. I'm impressed with all the cyber pieces and how they turned out. I was worried about the TV head and headphones being too big, but I kinda like it. And like most of my creations, she does need a name, so if you have any ideas or suggestions, please leave a comment. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Follow me on Instagram to see more. To be more a part of my process, check out my community page for polls on doll ideas and sneak peeks of upcoming videos. And subscribe to catch future videos. Thank you for all the love and support. Have a creative day. See you soon. Bye!